These are the instructions for the 5 BDS. The first thing that I recommend before you take your puzzle ring apart is identify the 5 bands. You'll have 2 bands that cross on top, and then you'll have 1, 2, and a third band right tucked underneath there. I'll take the ring apart now and show you what the bands look like when they're apart. The 2 crossing bands on top are going to look almost the same. You'll have 1 smooth band and 1 band that has a dimple or a notch in it. Then you'll have 3 outside bands. You'll have 2 that have prominent points that will face in opposite directions, and then you'll have 1 smooth one. So this is actually the first step in solving the ring. You want to identify the 3 outside bands and put them into the shape so that you have them so they're all pointing in opposite directions. In a way, it almost looks like the shape of a diamond. Then what you want to do is make sure you drop all 3 bands to the same side. So you can either drop it to the right or you can drop it to the left, but you need to make sure they go to the same side. So I'm just going to let them drop, and I'm going to forget about them. Then you're going to work with the 2 top crossing bands. And what I like to do with this particular design is work with the smooth band in my left hand and the dimpled band in my right hand. I'm going to work with it face down, and I'm going to turn this dimpled band, and this is going to be trial and error because it's either going to turn counterclockwise, which that worked, or clockwise, or it's going to turn counterclockwise. But you can see when I turned it clockwise, it fit real nice and smooth. So the band made a figure 8. And now I'm going to feed these outside bands in, and the 5 BDS is real easy to work with because you know which one to start with, because you always start with the side that has the 2 bands. So again, I'm going to turn it face down, and I'm just going to take the outermost band, make sure I get it so it's on top of those 2 bands, turn it into the figure 8, and then fold it down. I'm going to turn the ring around because you always want to work with the opposite side, and I'm going to feed this band in next. So again, I just want to make sure it gets on top of that so you can see it's real loose and it's on top of this band. I'm just going to feed it in and again fold it down, and again just to rotate the ring. And you got to really let this loose now because this, you can see this space is really small. So I'm just going to let it get real loose, and then I'm going to fold it down. So that's how you solve the 5 BDS.